So the question here, does the realization of Aham Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma happens naturally to the one who has realized Aham Brahmasmi? So there's two questions here. Does Aham Brahmasmi lead to dissolution of the Karana Sharira, the causal body of the ignorance? Does the realization of Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma happens naturally to one who has realized Aham Brahmasmi? So here, the technical words, right? I have to little bit clarify. A person goes to a Gnani. So Gnani gives him a teaching, Tattvam Asi, that you are. It's called Upadesha Vakya. Okay, Upadesha means teaching, that you are. So now here that is an object. You don't know what is that. Tvam, I don't know what I am. So Tattvam Asi Vakya, he is not able to understand properly. Now, why Tattvamasi is given to him? Because he is suffering. I am suffering in my life. I am feeling limited. I am feeling limited body and mind. The ego is feeling very limited. Okay. So then he meditates. He contemplates. Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. Right? So Brahman means what? Infinite, right? I am the infinite. Understanding what I'm saying? So I am the infinite, Aham Brahmasmi, is to remove the concept that I am limited. Please understand this very carefully. Okay, if you want, hello, listen carefully, because if you understand this, you understand the Vedantic teaching methodology. Otherwise, you'll be having some other understanding. Aham Brahmasmi, he will contemplate. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, I am infinite. Okay, infinite means I am pervading entire thing. So now Aham Brahmasmi is to remove the concept that I am limited. Right? I am limited, small individual, finite, I would be removed. Ego, finite ego is replaced with the infinite ego. Aham Brahmasmi. But now, infinite is possible when the finite is there. Finite and infinite are individual dependent. Infinite is just finite, finite is just infinite. They are mutually dependent. So in that sense, infinite relation, Aham Brahmasmi, is not a complete relation. Because I am infinite. Still, I have an idea that what is finite. I am infinite only with respect to finite. So then he has to contemplate, what is that I? That I is nothing but Pradnanamasmi. I am Pradnanam. Okay, I am consciousness. So that I am conscious is called Atma Darshana. Okay, Atma Darshana I have contemplated. I am consciousness. So now consciousness has nothing to do with finite or infinite. Consciousness is beyond finite and infinite. So Atma Darshana I have done. Then Brahma Darshana I have done. I am infinite. That's why I say Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam. Brahma Darshanam, Satya Darshanam. So all the three are required. Now, where is Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma comes into picture? I am Brahman. That's why I am infinite. Okay. I am Atma. That's why Pradnana must be. I am consciousness. Sakshi or Pradnana. So Pradnana or Sakshi and Brahman are one reality. So this is where here I am is used. Then I am seeing the world. This world, what I see, is Brahman only. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma is a conclusion. So steps number 1, Tattvamasi is called Upadesha Vakya, teaching given by Guru. Aham Brahmasmi, Pradnanamasmi. Pradnanamasmi, I am the self. By self-enquiry, who am I? I am consciousness, Pradnanamasmi. Okay. And I am Brahman, I am infinite. So these two are relations. So before that realization happens, first, what we call as he starts with the Tattvamasi, he tries to understand Tat word and Tvam word. Meaning of Tat and meaning Tvam. Tat means Brahman. What is Brahman? Whatever you see in the world, infinite world of name and form, existence aspect, consciousness aspect is Brahman. I am Brahman. That means I am infinite. I am not longer a body and mind or intellect. So that's where he has to recognize that first. Then I am Atma Brahma. This self is Brahman. So now here the problem is, please understand, when you say Aham Brahmasmi, I am personalizing Brahman. I am only Brahman. So the personal aspect has to go. The Brahman has to become impersonal. That's why I am Atma Brahma. I am means impersonal. This self is Brahman. That I am Atma Brahma is deep sleep state is Brahman. It's impersonal. So then, what is the nature of the deep sleep state? Who am I? I am consciousness. Atma. Pradnanamasmi. I am consciousness. So in consciousness, finite and infinite appear. Okay. In that sense, Pradnanamasmi is the highest realization. So when Aham Brahmasmi are realized, I and that will have to change. That means the world, objects. So that I call as Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. The realization happens in 3 stages. Aham Brahmasmi. Oh, sorry. Who am I? I am Atma Brahma. Who am I is Pradnanamasmi. I am Atma Brahma. This Atma is Brahman. This Atma means is not Brahman is made impersonal, personal from personal. Then Aham Brahmasmi. I am infinite. Inner relation, outer relation. What we call as Atma Darshana, Brahma Darshana. And that is called Satya Darshana. Now both have happened, inner and outer have done. Then what is there? The world is nothing but Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. The whatever world I see from that position. So is that Sarvam? All this is Brahman. What I see is Brahman. So is the answer question answered, Gayatri? Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam. Brahma Darshanam, Satya Darshanam.
So it's not simultaneous, Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, because you say inner reflects outer. So when I say I am Atma Brahma, so then when I realize this self as Brahman, then it should become very obvious. I mean, my
here, you see, I'm saying there are very subtle. What is obvious may not be so obvious at a very subtle level of realization. So, okay, when I say I am Brahman, right? I'll tell Gayatri. That means I am infinite, right?
Yeah.
It's personal or impersonal? It's personal, no?
No,
I think I'm great.
On what you are saying as I, or that how I'm defining this I.
That's what I'm saying. In realization, right? It's so subtle, people can make it very personal. Understand? Because realization ultimately has to happen in the human mind, no? Oh, yeah. I've done such a past sadhana. I am great. I am Brahman. You can say he may come to conclusion. Correct? Nothing stops him from you doing that, concluding that. No, personalizing the realization, right? Ego, yeah, you know it's ego, but that guy doesn't know. He has not come to my class now. So there's a danger that he'll personalize Brahman. Yeah. Understand what I'm saying? Okay. So that's where I am Atma Brahma comes into picture. I am Atma means impersonal. I am means this Atma. The Atma is made impersonal there.
Yeah.
Okay, from personal Atma to impersonal Atma. That means, so personal Atma, Prabhuji is Brahman, I'll say. Then all of you are not, I don't know who you are. I am Brahman. I am Prabhuji as a person, I'm great. I am Brahman. That understanding comes if you personalize. Correct? That means the body mind is mixed with the Brahman. The ego is mixed with the Brahman. Ego is not fully gone. Okay. So that time, the teaching that I am Atma Brahma is important. I am Atma. Atma is not myself, what I think myself. Atma has to be made impersonal. Correct?
Yeah.
So now what is that impersonal Atma? Sakshi. Sakshi is not me as an individual. Sakshi is witness. So that is called Atma Darshana. I am Atma. Atma. And Sakshi is what? Consciousness, Pradnana. So Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam, Satya Darshanam happens. Now Atma is the inner, Brahman is the totality. So I have realized both. That is Satya Darshana. Otherwise, it may be partial.
So if we take Atma Darshana stage 1, does Karna Sharira fall here, or is it like only after stage 2, that is
So when you say
Brahma
Karana Sharira,
Darshanam?
so the Karana Sharira, what you call as Karana Sharira is the causal body.
Yeah, the ignorance.
Causal body is nothing but equivalent of your memory, deep-rooted memory or deep-rooted belief system. Okay. In deep-rooted belief system, there are two dimensions: self-identity and what is world. Self-identity and the world, right? Now, that self-identity in world completely changes. That's what Karana Sharira dropping. Self-identity, I am Pradnana, I am pure awareness has to come. Not as a understanding. I am pure awareness, you have to be there. And the world is Brahman, means existence. That also should be clear. Nama Rupa Mithya is to be clear. And I am as awareness and Brahma world, they are one. The duality has to go. If this whole thing happens, then Karana Sharira is dropped. Even if a little bit wrong understanding is there, it will be stuck somewhere.
So this happens at second stage, based on what you are saying, only after Brahma Darshana.
No, I'm saying it depends on the evolution of a person. It can happen simultaneously or in stages. I'm making it breaking into steps so that you understand the details. For some evolved person, it may happen one simultaneously also. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, this I'm writing step number 1, 2, 3, 4, like that I have written, right? It is not that it has to happen 1, 2, 3, 4. Depending on the evolution, it may happen in one shot also.
Yeah.
But these are the things which are involved in that.
Yeah.
Okay. So next question, Asha, you were asking some question, right?
My question was little bit similar to Gayatri's question, Guruji, but when this realization, Atma Darshana happens, whatever the next stage, it will happen automatically. I don't have to right now.
Okay. Yes, ask a question.
When Atma Darshana happens, Guruji, as Asha now, I really don't have to know what is the next step. I don't have to know now, right?
Can you repeat the question? There was a distraction.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, it's okay. Right now in the stage wherever this Asha.
Right now, wherever the stage Asha
is, she's figuring out Satya, Mithya, Nitya, Anitya, Atma, Anatma, all these, she's trying to understand that concept. Correct. So it is not necessary for her to know when she realizes that what is the next stage and next stage, it's not really necessary for her to know at this stage. Or is it necessary?
It is necessary, no? See what happens, the more clarity you get, more misconception will go.
I really don't know some of all these Brahma Vidya, those concepts I wasn't aware of, Guruji.
You are not aware, but as you become aware, a lot of wrong concepts, because the world is very easy to pick up a lot of wrong concepts.
Yeah.
So being in the awareness, it will help you to get rid of some wrong concepts. If not, see what you're saying, some topics are advanced for me. Should I listen? So no. You have got upon you.
Yeah, okay. I am listening, but this moment it says, okay, if it is
Guruji,
too
what
complicated.
Asha Jivan, if I'm not wrong, what Asha ji asked is, isn't the next, if I realize the first stage, isn't it like the next stage becomes natural?
Yes.
Should
Yeah.
I
That
really
question you
have
are
to know about it, and should I really have to, work towards it? In those lines, she was
Is that a
asking,
question,
right,
Asha?
Asha?
Yes, Guruji, because then the mind will fix on that aspect. It becomes a concept, and I have to, okay, I'm this stage, I'm going to go to next stage. It becomes
The
ego
mind,
again.
no. Mind is a very peculiar thing, okay?
Mhm.
We are on the path of truth. In the truth, we are
Yeah.
not, we are actually taking it, understanding it, and internalizing it. It's called path of
Yeah.
truth, path of satya, true realization, truth. Okay.
Yeah.
So, in the absence of, see, these things are given by Vedantic teachers because they have found so many places human mind can get stuck.
Okay.
So, if not here, you'll get stuck somewhere else because the mind's tendency is to catch hold of something and get stuck there. So that's why Shravana Mana Nidhyasa has to be a continuous activity. It's not an ego.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what all things will go in your mind, Asha. Right?
Yes.
Right? Human mind is so peculiar. No, it can have a lot of concepts and fantasies. So what is step number 1? What is step number 2 is required for some person. We can't say because inside what goes on, we don't know. So Vedanta says they'll not try to give an escape route. They'll try, these are possibilities.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So that still doesn't answer the question, Guruji. When Atma Darshana happens, is Brahma Darshana naturally it happens,
No,
or is it?
I'm saying it's not natural. I'm saying if you're already deep rooted vasanas have cleared, it's natural. I don't know whether vasanas have cleared or not. No.
Okay, got it.
See,
Yeah.
when you say natural or not, depending on the framework of the person, right? What vasana Asha has, what impression has, I don't know, no clue. It may be so, he may be so evolved that for him, for her, no other steps is required. For somebody, he may mistake it and go somewhere else.
Okay.
So
Now
roadmap
I
is
get
clear.
the, yeah. Now I understand the picture. It all depends on the vasanas or the prarabdha karmas that I have.
There's
Depends
no,
on
the
that,
teacher
the
has no,
next step.
teacher has no way of knowing how much prarabdha karma he has, right? Only if you ask the question, you can answer. But here, what will happen? The teachers, Vedanta teachers, they'll put all the places, water traps comes, these are the 10 waste traps come. This is how you have to overcome.
Okay. Okay, Guruji.
Is that clear, Gayatri?
Yes, Guruji.
That question answers your simultaneously way. Atmashana, Brahmashana has to simultaneously or not. See, what person has what vasana, we don't know. Any subtle truth can be misunderstood also. Ultimately, for the person to go on the path of truth, he has to verify the truth, contemplate on that, and get established. And ego can always easily come back and say, I have realized the truth, everything I have done, I am great. All those things it can say. Ultimately, are you looking for truth or comfort? I don't know.
Yeah.
Looking for truth, Guruji. Asha is at least, she's looking for truth. She's not looking for comfort.
Correct. I'm saying the Vedanta says these are the possible pitfalls. Try to understand them. Now, which pitfall is applicable to which person, we don't know.
Okay.
Right? See, her question is, no, see, her question is, listen carefully. Her question is, that I told you, inner realization, outer realization, Atmashana, Brahmadarshana. Will it happen simultaneously or it will happen steps, sequences? Right? I said, a person is evolved, it may happen simultaneously also. We don't know what all internal blocks are that person. For a person for internal blocks, for a person may make it go through 2 steps also. The Vedantic teaching can't say this happens simultaneously or 2 steps.
Don't tell step. This will be step 1. Step
So
2.
Vedanta teaching says Atmashana means this, Brahmadarshana means this. Okay, now if your mind is still stuck with some vasanas, you have to get rid of that. It's 1 step or 2 step, depends on the evolution of that person, I'm trying to say.
Guruji.
There are 3 steps, right? Atma Darshan, Brahma Darshan, and Sarva Darshan.
Satya Darshana is, together it's called Satya Darshana. There's no, Satya Darshana is not a separate step.
When you realize that you are Atma and then you realize everybody is Atma,
Then you're done.
Then you have to also realize that there is
That
only
then
Atma.
that is called Satya Darshana. That is called Satya. That is called final. Satya means final.
Guruji,
Okay, is okay, Gayatri? Anything else?
So using this Avastatraya Prakriya, once you are very clear that, the waking state is also a dream, like the dream state. So basically that's what he has woken up from the dream. So is that like the duality ended? Is that called non-duality? I mean, he has come out of duality. Is that the same as coming out of duality?
Yes, see, the question here is same as coming out of duality. What is the reference point? So earlier I was suffering when I'm seeing the world. Now when I understand Mithya, I'm no longer suffering.
So the duality ended.
So suffering has ended, right?
Yeah, and suffering
Suffering-
is caused due to duality.
Suffering is because of duality. That has ended. Okay. So now, still you may think that, still you may, if there is a duality, I am there, the world is there. Okay. There's a reality to the world other than me, then there's a problem. See, if you become a Sakshi, lot of relief happens when you become Sakshi. You understand? If I am able to witness the world without getting affected, there's a lot of relief. But Sakshi and Saksham, there's still a duality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Relief is there, but duality has not gone. Duality will go when Saksham world is understood as Mithya, then finally the world is myself is understood properly.
Yeah.
So the duality means I am consciousness. The world is Satyam. I and the world are one. So this has to be fully established. Just because I am Sakshi, I got a relief. That's not the end of duality. That's what I'm trying to say.
So this
Yeah.
understanding waking state as a dream is part of that neti process, or iti. It doesn't fall under the iti process.
It is Avastatraya Prakriya includes both the process now. In dream, everything is myself only, I have told now. Iti. I am not the waker, I am not dreamer, I am not the sleeper. That's why I am no neti. Then in dream, whatever I see is myself. That's why in waking world also what I see is myself. Both are there, no?
Okay, so this one prakriya has both the aspects.
Yeah.
So Guruji, it's Sakshi and Sakshyam Brahma. That is Brahma.
Yeah. Saksham is Brahma.
Yes, Guru.
Okay. Nama Rupa is Mithya. Name and form is Mithya. But what I see is myself only. Brahman only. The world is Brahman only. Without name and form. Name and form is superimposition Brahman. Yes.
you told that we are kind of identifying between Atma and Atma, Nitya, and whatever stage the person is,
Don't worry about vasanas.
Okay.
So question is, how do I, next question.